Hello, Kobi Shaw here, wishing the Chippewa Valley Theatre Guild a very happy anniversary. 40 years, that is an amazing accomplishment. Congratulations so much. I have so many memories of being part of this guild. My very first one, I wasn't even in the show. I went to see Funny Girl at the State Theater starring Sarah Antonson, and I was so envious. She was up there performing one of my dream roles. Little did I know that the guild was going to afford me to play some of my dream roles, ones that I didn't even know about at the time. I remember going to the open house at the Grand when it very first opened and getting my first brochure and seeing what the season held. I remember going to auditions. They weren't auditions for Anything Goes, but there was a dance class prior to auditions where you could learn tap steps and get familiar with tap dancing, and I had a blast. But I remember specifically Ann Sessions saying to me afterwards, come back and do a show with us. And I did, not knowing that at the time that it was going to be the hardest role and the hardest show I'd ever done. Sweeney Todd, what an amazing opportunities. And those opportunities just kept coming. One of the things that I love so much about the Guild is the variety of entertainment that they offer, not only actors to perform in, but for audiences to see. I've performed everything in from small intimate shows, musicals you've never heard of, like the Spitfire Grill, a show I always wanted to do. I've been in standard plays like Steel Magnolias, just classic Steel Magnolias. I got to be in the 50th anniversary of Tommy, the rock opera, the Who's the Tommy? Who would think that that was going to be produced in Eau Claire? I got to be in the cutting edge debut of Fun Home at the Pablo, the very first community theater production at the Jamp. And of course, I got to be part of the uber popular Mamma Mia, which I love so much that I am still wearing the costume, because let's face it, if somebody builds a costume like this for you, you're going to want to wear it as much as humanly possible. So that being said, one quick anecdote that I think sums things up so well. I just remember going into rehearsals for 9 to 5, the musical. We had just started rehearsals, and upstairs coinciding was the opening night of Cemetery Club. So we had a small rehearsal with just the 3 female leads and the musical director. We were working through our music. We knew that there was a curtain at 7:30 that we would eventually have to quiet down, but we were singing, and somebody came down and said, oh, you know, people are being seated, but they can still hear you. So we tried to quiet down, and somebody still eventually came back and said, oh, they can still hear you upstairs, so you're going to need to be more quiet. So we kind of thought about it, and we realized, I know, we'll go rehearse in the prop closet. So we picked up the electric keyboard and we moved ourselves in there, and amidst all these Santa suits and sheep and Renaissance costumes, we tried to sing and learn our harmonies, and we were singing so quietly that we could barely even hear each other. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, the door just flung open, and an actor from upstairs stood staring at us, just very bewildered, saying, well, this is usually my dressing room. But it just shows that there's so much life in that building, that there's always creating going on, and that we will all do what we can to make it keep going and make it happen. We need to adapt and we need to make sacrifices, but we're going to make it happen either way. And so I thank you, the Guild, for keeping this going, this passion, this vision, keeping this art going for 40 years in the Chippewa Valley. And if we want to continue to see this, we would love that support to be thrown our way, so that you can continue to see productions and costumes like this. And thank you for Anne, for everything, for the Chippewa Valley Theatre Guild, for everybody who makes this community possible. It's been an amazing ride, and thank you for all the wonderful, wonderful memories.